Hi there, this is in review of December the 24th, and I ask you to view these as paintings like I do. Ancient societies were tribal, and the group did the thinking. Current society is splintered, and the individual must be complex. People from old traditions were often less complicated because they had the advantage of a complete culture that did all the thinking for them. Everyone had a role that fit the whole, entire. Individuals could concentrate on fulfilling their place with the assurance that the others were well kept for, confident that others' needs would be met by the collective whole. The specialization of modern times requires that we concentrate on ourselves and we don't necessarily fit into a whole. It calls for individual roles that don't necessarily add to a collective whole. We often lose sight, we lose sight of what the whole entire is. We have commentators and we have critics, but we do not have leaders. We celebrate the law and consensus, but it's phony. It's a chaos of voices rather than a democracy. It's a populace of individuals pushing for their own ends, and they've forgotten the collective. The burden falls on the individual to fulfill a tremendous range of functions. We have to make more choices, and we have to be more informed. We have to act in a variety of areas. We cannot simply concentrate on doing our part, because our part is in competition with everyone else. Spirituality is more difficult today than it was in the past. You used to be able to become a spiritual student and the people would support you. A holy person was just as much a part of the collective as a farmer. Now, to be holy aspirant, you have to find new ways and look for jobs and find new ways in a society that barely recognizes the spirit. So that was the first half of December the 24th, and this is the second half. Imagine a sculpture that you work on every day. If you stop, the beauty will slowly go away. What if you were at work on a beautiful sculpture, but your material reverted or decayed? If you ever cease to progress. This is the unfortunate nature of all spiritual efforts. You can never stop trying to purify yourself, improve yourself, strengthen yourself, and cultivate the sacred that is inside of you. If you do well one day, that is good. But if you cease your efforts, you will slide backwards. This is why you must strive on every level, from the physical to the mental to the spiritual. Your vigilance must never flag. Your determination must never waver. Paradoxically, there is nothing to achieve. It is only in our minds that convince ourselves that we must do something. We are already pure and we are already sacred. But we live in a polluted world and we have egotistical thoughts. And these thoughts constantly keep us from the true knowledge of nature. And we cannot remain forever in this pure state and still function in this world. If you attain higher levels of knowledge, you would appear to be an outsider, as if in a trance. Actually, it would almost be at that point impossible to interact truly with others. So if you are trying to be spiritual in today's world, you must never stop to cease to try to continue to cultivate your purity. You must never cease striving to keep yourself pure. Once you are with the knowledge of nature, you will constantly struggle with the impurities of this world. See you tomorrow. Bye.